This is Boarding Party's Pokemon DnD campaign, featuring Ben as
Bentley Woods,
Tia as
Phoebe Wilhelm,
Joel as
Milo Reuter,
and Jordan as
CJ.
I'm Drew, the Game Master for the Laris region. Tonight, our heroes pick up the pieces in the wake of the ringleader's coup de grace, but has the final curtain fallen on his grim performance? Sun has just risen
Okay,
over your little encampment of buds.
cool.
Would CJ know what this portable PC thing is from his time as a Team Rocket member?
Make a history check.
do it.
His story is an 11, but I don't remember offhand what. No, it's a 10.
Why is your history so
That
bad?
one makes all the difference. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
CJ is aware that this is some sort of portable PC. As for anything more specific than that, like you've seen them used, you've never used one yourself, but in your limited experience, it works much the same as a normal PC would, but it's portable. You can bring it with you.
Cool.
So Bentley walking with newly evolved, newly alive again, Mortar.
He's much taller than you now.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he'd be like roughly the same height.
No.
Oh, wow.
He's like a head and shoulders above you.
Wow.
He can hoist you up.
So, Mortar, I just wanted to apologize to you because I feel like if I had been a better trainer and was able to teach you attacks at range, you never would have got close enough for Mr. Mime to... Yeah, but I'm sorry, and I'm really happy you're okay.
He leans over with his big old beak and his massive claws and just ruffles your hair. Slugs you in the arm. He's like, stop.
I'm just gonna continue walking like as close to him as possible.
Okay. He's very warm to be around.
I kind of need it. I need like a safety blanket now.
Warm boy.
So,
warm boy.
CJ,
What's up, yo?
you can talk to ghosts, right?
I can talk to this ghost.
Right. So I was wondering if you could ask Manny's shadow kind of what happened back there, how he was able to save Mortar.
Okay. Hey, Manny. Hey, Shadow.
Manny just comes in with,
What's up, bud? Shadow, ghost guy, Manny
punches you in the
Shadow.
leg.
Okay, well, that's fine.
That's all he knows.
How did you save Mortar?
The shadow, make a perception check.
5.
5? Okay. The shadow just kind of sheepishly from behind Manny. It seems like it's kind of flickering a little bit, just from out of the ground. Just goes. Kind of just folds back down, and Manny just looks. He's like,
I don't think he's doing so well.
No, it doesn't look like it. All right. Well, thanks for trying, CJ. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I would just keep walking.
okay, you're just walking
Yeah.
through the forest.
I forgot which way we were going.
Which way are you going?
We're-
Lefty,
we're
right?
I think
going,
we
like,
said to the
around-
left, around.
Yeah.
Like if we were
Outside
facing
of
into the
the-
encampment, we went around the fence to the left.
Okay.
I think is what we said.
Not where we were previously heading then?
I
We're
don't know that
still
we were
trying
heading
to go
anywhere.
to New Tree.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, we were going that way, but then it was the going into the fence that caused the detour.
Yeah. I just thought we were going like right around it.
I take it back. I'm not walking. I'm riding.
It's right.
Yeah, you are on giraffe.
Tight.
So is he ahead of us then?
I'm not like
Are you-
galloping. Just trotting.
See ya, nerds! Yeah!
Looking real nice, Milo.
Trotting around.
Thank you.
Do you have a name for that thing yet?
Nope.
All right, good talk. It's pretty cool. I wish I had a steed.
I'm gonna look at its tail.
Just taunting it. That's great.
All right, I'm gonna walk away from it.
Try to pet it, see if it calms it down.
Make a Pokemon handle.
Ooh.
You're gonna lose a finger.
Unnatural 20.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to pat the rear head, and it kind of flicks around. It's like, and as you pat it, it's just like.
This thing gets agitated pretty easily.
Yeah.
If you want to pet it, I would pet the front half.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that.
I'll pet the front half. I'll go up and try and pet Giraffrig's like front shoulder.
All up your face.
Thank you.
All kinds of horse saliva. Your hair kind of stands up a little bit now.
Gross.
Nice.
Super friendly, Milo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still curious what the scars on his back are for.
I think it's from getting into the Mr. Mime camp, like
Yeah.
when I went in the fence.
I'm curious if he like snuck out of Nutri, like the
actual preserve?
like the
Yeah,
sanctuary,
that's
or
my
came
guess.
from outside or somewhere else.
I don't know for sure, but I would guess from the sanctuary into the mime.
Can I check to see if Giraffrig has any sort of like, not like a Dominus, but like a tracking device kind of deal, like kind of like
some kind of identifying band.
yeah, like a
Tag?
badge or a tag or something.
You may roll investigation.
Investigation. 15.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Even like down to the little horn things on top of its head seems perfectly clear of any kind of identifying markers.
All right, I'll just pat his neck again and continue walking.
Did we have a plan for once we get to Nutri?
No.
Well, I mean, I kind of, sort of told Audrey that we were going to be there. Not that we were going to be there, but that we were looking for Diane.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that if we meet up with Diane, maybe we can meet up with Audrey and Pendleton and Ona, because I feel like if they knew we were going to meet Diane, maybe they'd go there too.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of want to take Giraffrig back to wherever the hub of the sanctuary is and just check in and still check that out.
I'd also like to see if there's like a Pokemon hospital, like the one you worked at in Ambercrag.
Mm-hmm.
See if they can maybe help Evinrude and his wing, maybe get some healing going. But outside of that, I don't know. I mean, they have a gym, right, in Nutri?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure. I guess it'd just be nice to investigate another new city. At least we know Diane lives there, and she seemed not evil, which is not really who we run into, so I'd like to seek her out at some point. What were you guys thinking?
I would like to do more of my God-given right and learn.
All right.
You know, right
Sorry.
of learning, you know.
Is there one there?
I don't know. There's been one with every gym, so I assume.
Oh, that's fair.
I can't remember if there was one or not. I think there was one in Fola, but I'm not sure if there was one in Nutri.
I don't know. Out of everything we've seen so far, that Mr. Mime freaked me out the most.
Yeah, well, he killed my Pokemon,
Yeah.
so that was not great. But
We also killed him.
yeah, I mean,
Hopefully.
I don't regret.
I mean, Scyther blended him into
Yeah, that
fertilizer.
Did you
That
see
was
what
really
he
gross.
did? I don't know. I don't know what the heck was behind what he was capable of.
Oh, I
but-
don't know either, but if there was a thing that I would think would confirm a death, it would be turning you into cubes.
Hopefully.
Again, gross. But yeah, I mean, I don't regret doing that. I think we did a good thing releasing all of those Pokemon and kind of ending that mime's tyranny. I don't know, guys. I feel like when we battle together, like, a lot of good things tend to happen. Like, we've had some bad things happen, but I'm kind of just sick of running away from all these people. Felt nice to finally take a stand for once.
Yeah. I'm hoping maybe we can find like the cells that what was my name? All that's coming to mind is Ex Machina, and that's not correct. What was his name?
Max Distema.
Max Distema. Because he kept talking about how there's groups like scattered everywhere. Didn't he? Is that just me?
Did he?
There's so much we need to investigate about Moxie Turna that
Yeah, Mac Distema. That's what I said.
That's what I called him.
because we have so many questions about him in general. Like, how long was he in the Pokeball?
No, yeah, for sure.
Like, maybe
But-
those cells he was referencing were like 1,000 years ago and aren't a thing anymore.
No,
Did
but
he
I mean,
become a Pokemon?
he seemed very confident that there was something still going on. And even though he was like, I don't know if he was out of it or he hadn't been out of the Pokeball for a long time, but he was connected to those shipping containers, which is connected to all of it.
Wasn't he also?
I just want to look into it.
Wasn't he also saying that the little arrow tattoos that we see on like
Yeah.
all the gym leaders, like that meant something different? Like it was like a sign of like the resistance against Kaz and the Prime Mind.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if like all the gym trainers are part of that or would be part of that, or if it's just kind of like like it's what it meant when Mox was first around and not what it means now that he's out of the Pokeball. Like we can't know how much time passed between when he was captured and when we released him. Just curious what those actually... I mean, to Milo's point, we have a lot of questions.
I'm just saying I want to look into it.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I do too. I just think we need to do more legwork into some of his claims than
Whose claims?
Mox.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not taking them as like, this is what it is, let's find out more. It's let's make sure that that's accurate.
Yeah, but that's what we have to go on, so that's what we're going to
Okay.
seek out.
I'm thinking...
We're on the same page. Yeah.
Like maybe in Fola we could go to the library and try and figure out either what happened or what's happening. I mean, again, who knows if that's going to be a reliable source of information, but it seems like the library there would be the best source of information. Then we don't have to take it from word of mouth. It can just be what historians wrote down in theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
While we're walking, I want to do just like a once over on Mortar, just because it's not in a battle or whatever, and we're just traveling.
Yeah. Do you want general information, or are you looking at something specific?
I guess I'm just trying, like, I'm aware of what happened as far as like he died and came back to life. And if there's like, I guess Milo would be looking at it from the perspective of like, how did that work?
Okay. So you're looking for just any physical change?
Yeah, maybe like where the wound was, or like is there anything I can glean from like his personality, maybe from a Magby to a Magmar that's changed significantly, or just something that seems off.
All right.
Does that make sense? Is that fair?
Let's get a perception check.
It's a natural one.
Natural one.
Uh-huh.
He's just taller now.
Okay.
And you're not even sure of that.
He's taken like much
He
bigger
looks
steps than
bigger.
usual. One of his arms is still big.
Great.
Seems like Mortar.
Okay. Cool.
Mortar
Kind of
plus.
in that vein, can
I'm glad my
Bentley...
concerns are put to rest.
Yeah. Can Bentley look at Manny's shadow again to see kind of how that's holding up? Like if it's continuing to just be like on the ground.
Oh yeah. No, Manny's shadow is acting as one would expect one's shadow to act.
Okay.
That is to say, it is currently not doing the Peter Pan thing.
Okay. Well, outside of that, I just kind of want to do like a general perception check around. Like, I'm assuming that we're just walking along the fence around, but if I can see either in front of me if the fence is like curving or if it's looking towards it's going towards any kind of civilization, and also like what our surroundings are and if there are like changing of trees. And stuff.
Perceive.
8.
Oh yeah, yep. The fence.
Yeah, there's a fence.
There is a fence. There are
Cool,
trees.
Cool.
So the fence seems to be curving in and out very irregularly.
Mm-hmm.
It looks as though it was set up kind of in a hurry. So the whole thing's just kind of like sidewinding a little bit.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like it's moving towards anything in particular. It's just kind of going vaguely in a straight line. At least from where you are standing.
Okay. So, Mortar, are you feeling okay? Not like feeling off or anything? Feel good?
He throws a little gout of flame out of his face.
Well, that was cool. So, do you remember much of that battle with Mr. Mime? Can you think back and like, does it kind of just go blank?
So he just looks at you and just goes. And he's kind of scratching like exactly where Mr. Mime was holding the finger guns to. He's just.
All right. Well, good to have you back, bud. Maybe we can try out your new strength in a battle at some point. All right, sounds good.
I heard you say you wanted to try out his strength in a battle. Crash is always down.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd hear me. That's why I said it.
Just
But
wanted to let you know.
yeah, I mean, maybe before we camp tonight, we could make that happen.
Yeah.
Crash turns around immediately. He's like, "What? What's going on?" Heard my name in battle.
Yes,
Those are
and
my two
also-
favorite words.
So you guys think that they can track us on this thing?
The PC thing you have?
Yeah.
Not the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that the Nido King would give us something that would be harmful.
I don't think the Nido King would know.
I think it would.
I don't know one way or the other, but I mean, anything that has that logo on it, where we're shifting Pokemon around, just wouldn't want them to go to another cage.
Yeah. But I feel like it uses like.
No, I mean,
I don't know. I
agree.
don't know.
I agree with you there. I mean, it got your trainer code. It knows
Right.
who you are. I feel like that's a better start than just catching something in a sketchy privateer ball. But
Yeah, that was a dumb idea.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we can ask about it once we get into town. Worst case, and if it does work, then we could maybe be swapping Pokemon out on the road. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. That would
Need
be.
Bang to
sick.
climb something. Just
That'd be helpful.
All right, bring him out, or save my life. Either way.
Yep.
I can't believe you guys would even entertain that idea
What?
of using that or showing it to anybody.
I mean, I've seen people use them before. People use them all the time.
Yeah, and we saw a Pokeball before, and you use those all the time, and then you use that one with the logo on it, and look what happened.
True, but it's a different thing entirely.
I don't know. I feel like we could ask Diane about it, and if she seems like it's okay, then it should be okay.
If she was like, yeah, that's fine, then I would not even trust her anymore.
So it's an evil machine, and that's all it's ever going to be?
I think it has that logo on it, so we can't trust it in any capacity.
It does? It has the privateer logo?
Yes.
Oh.
Quite prominent.
I thought it was a general one.
Nope.
Abby.
It's just weird that it took my ID. Because if it's like theirs, why would anybody be able to sign in?
Who knows? Maybe they want your ID so that they can trade it to be their ID instead, and then you don't own them anymore.
They have it now, so. if
Maybe
that's
they're
the
just
case-
it accepts any
That's
ID,
great.
so that you're a fool. If you're like, oh, does mine work? And it puts in your name, they're like, cool, we have someone else's data in our system. Sweet. What Pokemon they have? It's ours now.
Yeah.
You want to see if yours works?
Nope.
It seems like something they
If
would
you hand that
just,
to me, I'll break it.
they would use for themselves. Just like hacked into it, like created their own tech.
Yeah, but how come we haven't heard of this? Why don't gym leaders have it? Why
I
don't
have. I've seen people use it before.
in Team Rocket?
It's
But not
irrelevant.
like a gym leader or Daniel or
Maybe they have
someone
them,
at
maybe
the
they just don't
farm.
use them.
Stetson Farms, we didn't see one there. Like places that have a lot of Pokemon, you think they'd have something like that available.
Maybe. Or they're crazy expensive and not everybody has them.
Are they crazy expensive?
I mean, I've only ever seen them in Team Rocket, so. But that's my worldview
Can
is
we
limited.
get an investment portfolio?
But
on
that
this?
also goes to say that the only people we've ever heard of using these are bad people.
Sure. Maybe that's why I feel comfortable
Yes.
with it.
I can't believe that after using that anchor ball on Crash and having it play out the way it did, that you would even.
I haven't done anything yet. Weighing my
Unbelievable.
options. Just more comfortable with this than that because, you know.
Because you don't know for sure that it's bad yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Bentley's just like awkwardly petting Giraffe Rig. I wanna investigate the fence again and see if there's like any like logos on it, like if it comes from a certain company.
Bob's
Interesting.
fencing.
Yeah, like Bob's Super Sketch.
Bob's super sketch fencing.
Yeah.
It's a fence.
Nutri construction materials.
But like at the very least, like even if it's someone who's not a bad person tracking down where Mr. Mime got a fence to build a freaking encampment of imprisoned Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't think that Mr. Mime was working alone. But just his abilities scared me. I have no more poop in my body.
Investigation.
Yes. To investigate
No more poop.
the fence.
JK, it's a 6.
It's a 6.
Heck yeah.
There's no full-on logos on there,
Mm-hmm.
but you do see NNR on every other fence post.
That's it.
In relatively small-ish letters, kind of wrapping around the base of the pole.
Hey guys, do you see this lettering on the fence?
yeah.
Do we have any idea what that could? It's an NNR. I keep seeing it like every other fence.
My gut instinct is like Nutri National Reservation or Natural Reservation or something like that.
Nature.
Makes sense.
reservation.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Farfetch'd password right, so that's probably exactly what it stands for. Maybe we're getting closer to Nutri. I don't remember seeing any sort of branding on the Mr. Mime fence. That's why I was curious. Hey Milo, how's Atticus Squared doing?
Pretty good. They're just flying around,
Oh,
perching on
Hello.
Giraffe Rig, enjoying
didn't see you for
the
a while.
breeze.
Yeah, you just flying around? All right, well, keeping an eye out. It's kind of spooky. Just said its name and it showed up.
It's fast, man.
I know, they're wicked quick. When are you gonna race them against Bullet?
When I have Bullet.
Okay, don't do that unless I'm around, because I wanna watch that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you're gonna have some competition for some flight tests.
Hey, bud.
Do any of you guys have theories where Smeargle went?
No. I mean,
He went to go kick some ass and take
Yeah,
some more
I mean,
that's
names.
what-
that's the assumption, is it went to unleash more captured Pokemon, but
Yeah.
it is weird that we had just been with Smeargle like hours before and then tried to find him again, shouted for him, couldn't find him.
And then we found the painting of the Tropius, so we were debating if he went back to Falchester or if maybe he went to follow Tropius.
Yeah, well, that's another thing that we need to figure out is Tropius.
yeah.
Let's go back to Xantha.
Let's not and say we did. I want to look at the trees and see if any of them are bearing fruits or berries.
On which side of the fence?
The side that we're on.
Ah, the outside of the fence.
Yes.
The wrong side of the law.
Oh,
snap.
The wrong side of the law.
Perceive.
We're
I think he's
outlaws.
just saying things.
I am.
Bad to the bone.
Nat 20.
Net 20. Boom.
You find
So
that
there are some very, very small oran berries growing on some of the trees outside the fence. On the inside of the fence, the berries look much healthier and much more prominent.
Observation, guys. So you see those berries there on these trees?
Mm-hmm.
They're like really small. Look at the ones in the fence.
Steroids.
Maybe this tree's newer.
See what you did there.
I know. That's going for the pun.
It's a new
that's a good one.
tree.
He caught on.
Hey!
He knows.
Hey, Mortar, do you think you could shake this tree and maybe get some berries down? With your strength?
Strength check. With your new bonus.
New guns.
Don't know what it is.
What was your strength before? Was it 17?
Yeah.
It's 19 now, son.
Holy
Plus
crap.
4.
Oh boy.
Get it.
Beast.
Strong.
15.
Oh, yeah. He just walks up and he digs his claws around the tree and just... 3 berries fall
Sweet.
from the tree.
I will pick those up and put them in the pack.
All right. They look like slightly unripened oran berries.
Phoebe, maybe once your seedling starts to sprout, these could potentially be additional seeds for you?
Yes.
Can I look to see how that progress is going?
On you berries?
Yes.
Well, the inside of her little
Her
terrarium
herbology kit?
greenhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
Herbology.
I'm assuming Phoebe's got it out or in some way accessible. Because it is just
Some
in
back.
the egg container.
I just want to eyeball it.
Yeah.
Any sproutlings?
Just one little teeny tiny one.
Oh, look at that, Phoebe. Little berry trees. Looks like it's growing. Good
Yeah.
work.
Just one teensy little nub.
Little nub.
Is Sage out?
No.
Do you want to call out Sage and we could ask Sage?
Yeah. Phoebe's just lost her thought about all the things that she and
Sage
plants
is
could or couldn't do.
Technically,
Yeah.
Where the overlap is. She's making a
Yeah.
mental Venn diagram.
There's a lot of
I'm
She's like,
overlap.
thirsty.
Phoebe plants both, and then there's Sage right in the middle. It's just...
Can I have Sage check it out?
Yeah.
11.
She goes,
Good?
"Oh,
I mean,
That means give him a lot of water.
I don't think so.
Nah.
Do you have Manny out? He's still out? For the first time since you have had Manny, he can keep pace with you. Without, like,
grow boy.
sprinting.
Yeah.
And he's holding the club too, right?
With
Little boss.
with a significantly less effort required on his end. If that makes sense. He is walking around holding the club, still like dragging it behind him, but not like 2 hands like, come on, go! But just walking.
I'm gonna just kneel down and give him a fist bump. So paunches my paunch.
He's
Yeah.
looking good.
Yeah, I mean he's keeping pace, but Con is maybe because the shadow is not doing so hot. Maybe that's allowing Manny to maybe pace up a bit, I guess.
Do you think the shadow was inhibiting him?
I don't know about like inhibiting, but maybe slowing him or making him go steadier in some way, or because there's two of them, they kind of have to act together. And if there's less of one, then Manny can kind of act more independently, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, if it's not a good thing, that would be my guess.
Growing two things from one energy source takes longer.
CJ's nose starts bleeding.
Confucius
I
over
don't
here.
know where that came from.
Just fortune cookie CJ.
Oh, wow. I don't know why I understood that.
Two things, one source of energy, longer growth time.
Shelmet check. I'll lift that up, see if he's developing any bone skull.
I'll perceive it. I won't like lift it. I'll like look to see how it's doing. But I'm pretty sure.
The eggshell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Diego said that you need to be careful of his skull because it can be kind of not so. It's like delicate now. But
He's
he
a
said,
baby.
Right, and he said at a certain point he would kind of feel the pull to the Amberite Sierras when he would want to get a skull.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's certainly raised up a Marowak. That dual wielding thing was super cool. So I figured Diego knows. But yeah, that's what he said. So I'm kind of curious now, like maybe Manny's just not gonna develop that. It's more he has to like kind of have a pilgrimage and find one.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, I'll check out the egg. I'll look to see how the shell is holding up.
There's some pretty heavy like cracks forming on the side. It is just an eggshell.
Right.
But he hasn't been like headbutting too many things.
Okay. So
Mostly
it's
punches.
still mostly intact, just a little bit of cracks here and there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Manny seems to run very close to Mortar. The two of them are just like keeping pace.
I'll just walk behind him, continuing to stand next to young Giraffe-Rig.
Crash gonna throw some water on Mortar. Just like right on his back. Not to try to hurt him, just to put some water on him.
That's the sound Mortar makes when water hits his back.
Wow. Not what I was expecting.
Incredible.
He just goes full on like.
And Crash starts dying laughing and is now going to do that all the time.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of like steams off. It's just like.
Hey Milo, where was your last mail test for Monty?
Yeah.
When was my last one?
Where is the last one?
The super far north one in the snow.
Oh.
The town I should really figure out how to say.
So, when do you think you're gonna send him on that journey?
I don't know yet. I gotta figure out because based on the last couple towns we've left, make sure we're in a position where he's not gonna be followed or bothered.
That's fair.
I feel like it'd be quite the trek from Nutri, but I guess we'll cross that bridge. Did a pretty solid job with Greengate and Falchester, given how dangerous both of those places are, minus the tracking beacon, of course, but...
Yeah, and he's gotten a lot stronger, a lot wiser.
For sure, yeah.
I know he can do it.
Is Monty out?
I got my whole team out.
Solid. He's just like out flying around with Atticus or something? Or is he with
Wherever
you
want him
still?
to be. If you
Yeah,
want chilling with you,
he's
chilling
probably
with
he was probably flying around a little bit, doing a little bit amount of encouraging with baby Skarmory.
you. Sky Marie.
No.
Sky Marie.
No.
Name her before it becomes
immediate
canon.
no.
What's her name?
No.
That's what happened with Chicky Baby.
Her name
Be
after
careful.
the last encounter.
I like Chicky Baby though.
No, you hated it.
I did it first.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what, actually, come
You're
on.
like, it's a stupid name, and then
Well,
I'll
it's-
get a better one later.
And then it grew on
More
me.
Because
motivation.
we kept asking what Chicky Baby's story was.
After the encounter that we had with Mr. Mime and Skarmory showing the titanium tenacity and aggression that she has,
You're calling her tit
No.
Wow.
for short for titanium.
No.
Okay.
I was right there. I was right there with you.
That's great.
But I am removing the last letter. Her name's Titania.
Oh, nice.
oh,
Writing
it down.
oh,
Yay.
Her iron willpower, and it was that moment when I had my shoes turned into invisible cement, and she kicked off my chest to try to deliver the final blow.
So I kind of wanted to ask you about that
Nice.
because it seemed like you were saying its mom really didn't want it to be around the fight pit and battling, but
Yeah.
it's pretty freaking good at battling. I mean, it held its own against the scariest opponent we've ever faced, and she's like fresh out the egg.
She's got a lot of courage, but
Fearless.
you know, I don't want to rein it in because I don't want to dampen her curiosity or her just eagerness to, you know, protect people and whatnot. But
Yeah, definitely don't do that because we need that.
on the flip side, I'm concerned that she just might think that that was like a fight pit, like for fun thing, and like it wasn't lives at stake. So I just want to educate her in like some battles are for real, and you need to be aware of that.
Well, she was in the baby fight, wasn't she?
Yeah. But like every
But that
fight
was for
she's
fun.
been in or around
Right,
has
but I
been for
mean-
fun, not for life, like for blood.
Yeah, but it's still it's like an experience, a battle experience, even though it's for funsies.
Yeah, for sure.
But-
But that's her mindset is like, this is fun. We're going to fight each other,
Yeah.
but nothing bad's going to happen. Where she might have thought Mr. Mime was the same thing
Yeah.
and like had no real knowledge that she could die. You know what I
This
mean?
fake handgun.
Yeah.
Oh, it
So
was
that's
quite
the
real.
only thing I want to like make sure that she's aware of, but I don't want to dampen her fighter spirit for sure. And I'm
Yeah.
still not going to just throw her in harm's way either.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of took you out of the equation on that one.
Yeah. I definitely would have held on to her more if I didn't have cement shoes. I couldn't catch up to her or stop her.
Well, speaking of, good work with the lasso, Phoebe. That was really smart.
That was a fake lasso.
Yeah,
it's good improvisation.
that was super cool. I didn't think that was going to work, and then it worked. It was awesome.
I wish that had worked better.
Yeah, but
But-
it working
It
at
was
all was
successful for
super cool.
Yeah.
A second.
It seemed like Mr. Mime was like, no, that's not going to work, and then it worked. Just kind of believed it, I guess. Speaking of,
Mime world.
did we ever figure out what happened in your little building? Why did it explode?
I came across some what look like Voltorb. They look like Pokeballs, big old Pokeballs. I just had Pontiki zap it a little bit,
I like that instinct.
and
Clearly, it was not a good one though, because you probably could have died.
I mean, I didn't think she's a baby, so I was like,
All right, well, I'm glad you're not dead.
yeah, me
I'm
too.
just envisioning a scenario where I like shoulder punch Scyther out of fun and he cuts my arm off. I'm like, oh, ugh. God.
You don't know till you know.
I didn't know it was a Pokemon though. It just looked like a Pokeball.
Fair enough.
So
Maybe I'll open it by sparking it up. Who knows?
yeah,
I feel you.
probably wasn't the best thing to do, but
Pontiki seems to hit harder than you maybe give it credit for.
yeah,
She's kind of a little mighty mouse.
for sure.
Is Pontiki out?
Is Pontiki
Yeah,
out?
yeah. I'm carrying
yes.
her.
Okay. I feel like Manny would just be like over his shoulder looking back at her with you carrying her every like 5 feet.
In the current moment, he seems to have a singular connection with Mortar.
Oh snap!
Two of them are just like toy.
That has sunsetted. There's a new relationship budding.
Yeah, I mean, Mortar was team dad with the egg. It seems like Manny's kind of always liked Mortar. I don't know that Mortar never really took to Manny all that much. It's kind of just like what's this weird new thing?
Yeah. They're
But-
pretty ambivalent.
Yeah, but now they seem to get along. Maybe Mortar's grown up a little bit, and obviously that death scare
Yeah.
maybe put some things in perspective for him. I don't know.
Or maybe like the shadows in him or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know what's going on with that, and I don't know even who we could ask. That's kind of why I asked CJ if he could talk to it, but it doesn't seem like it's doing too hot. And I mean, I've never seen a Cubone like Manny before, and
Yeah.
I can't imagine there are a lot of scientists around here that have. So I don't know. I feel like if I asked somebody, they'd just think I was nuts.
Is the shadow still there?
The Manny's shadow
Yeah.
is behaving exactly as a shadow ought to. So it is
But it's
following
Manny,
exactly
it's
his
following Manny?
movements.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
like
But it's a shadow. It's no
Right.
longer like the ghost form that was like
Teasing him and
yeah, and
punching
like
you.
Peter Panning and like floating around. Like it's just straight up a shadow again,
Okay.
like on the ground.
Why don't you like try stuff?
Try stuff.
Yeah, like have him
Like
do a
drugs.
move or breathe fire or see if his shadow does stuff or
All right. Hey, Manny. I want to try some training with you and Mortar, if it's all right. All right, and I'll just like pick. Are there any like dead-looking trees off on the left side?
not particularly, but there are many trees that you could pick.
Are there any large boulders? I'm trying not to create a forest fire.
Only you can prevent forest
That's what
fires.
I'm doing, man. I'm trying.
You have. If only there were water types
Yeah, who knows?
that could put the fire out.
Oh,
knows?
well, yeah. I mean, I don't have drip anymore, but Crash is still here, I guess.
Drip, drip,
Drip.
All right, I'll just pick a tree like
Okay,
20
pick a
feet away,
tree,
I guess. All right, Manny, can you and the Shadow try a bone meringue on that tree?
Manny squares up. Give us a toss.
I'm assuming just with Manfred.
Is that his full name?
I don't know.
It's canon
Manfred
now.
Man.
Manfred.
Uh,
Manfred Bones.
14,
is it?
I think.
Yep,
Pretty sure all his
14.
bonuses are two.
Well, I would imagine that a tree would have probably a decently low armor class, so the bone will embed itself pretty far into that tree. Thunk.
Dang.
Wow.
And as Manny's sitting there like this, he's just like,
And the Shadow's just behind him.
yeah. And then he runs over and grabs it and goes,
Doesn't look like the Shadow's doing so hot, guys. Mortar, can you try and hit that tree with maybe a plume of fire?
there's a lovely gout of flame
Bro.
that engulfs the upper half of that tree.
oh, you'd start with like a mock punch or something.
Whoa.
Crash, could you like put that out maybe, please?
Whoa, bro.
CJ, let's not burn the
Whoa.
fire. The
Did you
forest
see
down.
that,
Yeah,
though?
yeah, that was awesome. But
He
like
couldn't
also,
do that before.
I know, but
That's
There's a
cool.
lot of fire. There's a lot of fire.
It's
like
fine.
way more fire than I was
A bunch of
anticipating.
caterpies start like,
Crash will
Oh
do
no!
it.
Oh no!
All right, Crash, go take care of
run!
it. Take care of it, Crash.
All right. Crash is like, all right, fine. Kind of puts out all the fire with his water abilities.
Mortar, that was incredible. Where was that before? How'd you learn how to do that? Just more fire in the belly?
I'm gonna run up and try to calm the caterpie down. I'm like, look, it's fine. Go back.
Is it
It's not fine!
Their house is ashes.
Titania will drop down beside one and be like,
Oh no.
Don't attack it. Don't attack it. No,
And
don't
they're like,
attack
Oh
it.
no.
How many are there? How many are there?
there's 3.
I'll pick them up.
Oh my god, run!
I'm gonna pick them up and run them to a nearby not soaked burnt tree.
You just stick them on the bark, and
Yeah,
Titania's just on the ground, just and they're like, run!
We've never seen so
Come
many
on.
threats.
Leave them alone.
Like, this is the worst day.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on this way, and I'll do the like.
She's
little
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go.
Whew. That was. Sorry.
Just angrily, they climb up the tree. They start spinning a new little nest.
Sorry.
Bentley's just gonna go over and pat Mortar on the back, like, good job, but maybe let's not burn the whole forest down. It'd be good.
Ugh.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Go up to Mortar and give him props. Be like, high five, man.
Do you want an actual high five? On the Richter scale of high fives?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty far up there.
Yep.
It's good. Ooh, this is an important note. Which hand is the
This one.
ball on, the one you high five him with?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. As the two of your hands clap together, you watch as there's this little barrier that goes and just holds Mortar's hand about a 1/4 inch away from your hand.
Whoa. You guys seeing this?
Yeah, what's...
That's weird.
What?
It's the disc, man.
Mortar, are you, like, a ghost now?
Well, has anyone tried to high five it before? Like, I don't know if
Other
it means
hand.
anything.
Whack! Whoa!
Like, can Crash high five that hand?
Hey, Crash. High five.
whack!
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's fine.
Both your hands are just like bright
Great.
red. Just,
Great.
So, Mortar, outside of that, and I'll point to the charred ash tree, do you feel like any other new moves you're able to do? Any new powers that you got bubbling up? Because that was insane. I don't know what's going on with that disc.
Yeah, something's going on.
But, like, with...
Ooh. Can you talk to him?
Oh, that's an interesting question. You ever have any questions you want to ask Mortar?
I'll leave that up to you, CJ. You're the ghost channeler.
I don't even know what to say to him right now. Hey, Mortar, like, just talk to me. Like, say words to me.
Mortar is a strong silent type.
I mean, I've never really heard him make much noise, so does
When
he really
CJ
even talk?
talks to Mortar, do we understand it as English or it's the ghost talk?
it's English.
It's English.
Wasn't it always?
He's like, hey,
Not
yo,
with-
Mortar, what
The
up,
ghost?
G?"
We can understand CJ, but we can't. Right?
No.
No,
he
we
talks in ghost talk, and it sounds creepy to us.
Oh.
We can't understand.
When he talks to
I thought it was opposite.
When he talks to Desmond, it is just
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And to the shadow, right? Yeah, you weren't doing it though. That was
It was
like,
normal.
You were talking to me. Like pretend like you're talking to Dez, but talk to Mortar.
I don't change how I talk to Dez.
You do though.
But I don't know that. I just do it normal.
That's what I'm saying. Like so, pretend.
All right,
like-
ready? Hey, Dez, come here.
Oi, boss.
How's it going, man?
It's not bad.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Great. Hey, Mortar, how's it going, man? Having fun?
Any change? It was just
You get-
rah English.
Hey, Mortar, how's it going, man?
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's working.
I mean, I don't even.
I appreciate you trying, but I just thought maybe that would work. It didn't work.
Yeah. Maybe Mortar just doesn't want to talk to me.
Maybe.
True.
This is really weird, though. I don't know what's going on.
Think I can make him do stuff?
Well, that was what I was going to ask you before Phoebe's excellent question was when you used it on the shadow, it like prevented the shadow from moving basically, and it had to like really fight to break through that. And with Mortar, it won't let your hand. It's like a magnet. It's like a different thing.
Well, yes and no.
Well, also with Dez, when you held it out, it was like he was just stuck there, and it seemed like it wasn't.
It's because I was like doing it on purpose. Maybe if I do it on purpose, I can like control him. Are you okay with that though?
Mortar, do you want to try just an experiment? Because we're trying to figure out what's going on since the whole Mr. Mime battle. CJ can like control ghosts with his hand, and he wants to see if he could maybe like keep you in place, if that's all right. It might feel weird or hurt, so I want to give you the heads up, but if you're okay with it, he can try it, and if it's not good, just let us know. All right, well, I've let him know. You can... I'll like hold Mortar's smaller arm and just like, all right, try for it.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Just try it. It'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, stop, CJ.
Okay.
Stop.
There you go.
So, that wasn't you, right? Like you weren't faking that. That was him.
I'm gonna run 10 feet away. Mortar, walk towards me.
It's all right, Mortar. You can walk towards him.
Okay, that's not. Yeah, that was definitely me. I could feel it that time.
Whoa. That's heavy. You all right, Mortar? That didn't hurt?
Fire ghost.
How is Manny's shadow, or I guess lack thereof, reacting to any of that?
It's not.
It just seems like he has a
his
normal
is
shadow.
just a perfectly normal shadow, reflected ideally as it would be in normal lighting situations.
What about Mortar's shadow?
Mortar Shadow's doing the same thing.
Does Dez react at all when I like try to control Mortar?
Nope.
Okay.
No more than he usually would.
Okay.
Kind of just hovers there if you're not telling him to do anything.
All right. Cool. Hey, Dez, I'm gonna send you off on another mission again, man.
What you got?
This fence. Follow this fence until you find people.
Okay.
Okay, and then come back.
You got it.
This
Okay.
like 5 times.
Man, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
All right. Well, I imagine we're just continuing along the fence for however long.
Yeah. You got it.
Walking.
So Mortar's a ghost now. That's neat.
Part ghost.
I mean, I guess because that thing only works with ghosts.
I mean,
Can you pass
will it
through him?
work on Milo? That doesn't seem like it's doing nothing.
I'm gonna go with no on that one. What time of day is it now, roughly? Like, how long have we been?
It's been probably like a good couple hours if we assume that your conversations didn't take place perfectly in a row.
It's like midday-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sun's getting up there in the sky and stuff.
Can you phase through? No, I guess you high-fived him.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I should have done? When I was on watch the other night, I taught Dez how to do. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what this would be called, but like it was like he shot like a thing out. It was like a ball.
Like a shadow ball?
Pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like that. Maybe when he comes back, he could show Mortar how to do that. We can see if Mortar could do that.
I like that idea. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's a ghost.
Yeah. What if he can do ghost stuff? That'd be cool.
He's
Yeah.
going ghost.
Fire ghost.
Danny Phantom.
Bentley's just Ben 10 now.
Phoebe,
Yeah.
do you think he actually is dead?
Who?
Mortar.
Zombie Pokemon.
I mean, he was shot by that Mr. Mime. So he should be dead. but he's not. There's definitely something going on. He's not the same Mortar.
Yeah. I know Gleek didn't do anything, but it just reminds me of how Desmond came to be. If there was something that Shadow did that was akin to that.
Some, like, transfer of life essence.
Yeah, and like manifesting it in a different way.
Maybe that's how Mox Disterna.
Still no.
That's just more
Just lean into the wrong name. Magdastema. Awesome.
He's the new
I
Benedict
will.
Cumberbatch.
I will remember one day.
No, but it's okay.
What was your point?
Maybe that's because he said it was from trying to touch the stone, right?
Who?
Did he?
Mox.
There you go.
Disterna?
Combine them.
No.
Distema.
No.
No D.
Eterna.
Yeah.
Yay! 10 points for Gryffindor.
Eternally Mox.
Boom.
That's how I'll remember it.
And you just did.
All right. He said it was from touching the stone.
Him turning into a Pokemon?
Yeah. Or trying to use it repeatedly. Like over a long period of time.
Okay. How's that?
Is that what he
How are you
said?
drawing a...
I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe that's not, maybe he got help from like a Gleek or some kind of
Yeah, or
ghost.
maybe the fire source stone that he touched and has been a part of, kind of.
Oh, for,
His Pokeball's made of source stone.
that's true.
Interesting.
I forgot about that.
Do you want to ride on Giraffrig?
I don't like that tail.
Okay. I was just going to play with Hal, so.
Okay, I mean, I can try. I'm gonna try. Do you want me to do Pokemon handling? Because the tail doesn't like me.
Just ride very close to the front. The entire time it's just
Ooh,
trying to bite you,
can
but
I-
you're too far.
Can I
Has
try
a
to-
4-inch reach.
Can I try to win over the tail by giving it a banana?
But at what cost?
Yeah, you'll break the heart of Ponti.
Pontiki's fine. She's had plenty of bananas.
So
Pontiki needs
She's
to learn
gonna
how
go
to share.
Super Saiyan.
It
If
would
it
only
doesn't
be a
go to
waste
me.
if the tail's like, bleh! Spits
And
it
then
out.
Pontiki will eat the mush.
Yes.
Ew.
Love
Baby food.
All right, do it up.
All right.
that. There shall be no waste.
19.
19.
Legit.
Is this to win over the tail or just to get on Giraffrig?
This is a get on Giraffrig.
Okay. You are more than capable of riding astride the Giraffrig.
Okay, is the tail trying to like bite me or anything?
No.
All
Tail
right.
doesn't seem to care that you're there.
Okay, cool.
It also doesn't seem to know that you're there.
Cool.
I'll take it. That's fine.
All right. No banana
Mission
needed.
accomplished.
Banana was plan B.
Pontiki will climb up Giraffrig's mane and kind of like hold on to the two antenna stalks.
just static electricity. Its hair is.
It's a Jacob's ladder now.
I will pet Giraffrig, and then I'm going to play with my team.
Let's go. Team play.
Playing time.
Throwing sticks.
Yeah, we're going to do a little exercise with Atticus and Titania and just try to channel that youngster energy and have the two Talo kind of move around and have Skarmory try to like ping pong, like they're throwing something at each other and he's like trying to, she's trying to get it.
Time-honored game of keep away.
Yeah.
Fun for 2 out of 3 players.
Yes, and she's just running back and forth, trying to work on her speed in comparison to the two of them, and then
Yeah. Respect.
I'll just be playing with Hal.
Tight. Okay. Yeah, they will happily ping pong back and forth. Who wants to roll for the random encounter?
What are we rolling?
Well, just who wants to roll for it? Oh, Joel's doing it.
Was it perception?
No, it's
Oh.
you're gonna roll a die.
I rolled a d20.
No, that's too many.
What do you want me to
was
roll?
asking.
Do a standard die.
You got too
C6,
overzealous.
if you will.
A 2.
A
Dos.
2 from behind one of the nearby trees as you're playing with your team. You hear just this very subtle rustling in the grass and the snapping of a twig. Everything gets very still.
I would imagine that I wouldn't have heard that, but I'm sure one of you guys did.
The giraffe rig will stop walking.
Whoa.
I'll
you
whisper to
stop?
Manny, "Hey, be on your guard. There's something over there."
Hello? Somebody out there?
I'm laughing too hard in anticipation. You hear.
All right.
What was that?
I have no
Was that
idea.
you, Phoebe?
No.
Whoa. Beautiful singing. Even more beautiful.
I'm gonna go check that out if you want to come with. I'm too curious not to know what that is.
Hey, fine Pokemon, come out behind that tree.
It's this little teeny tiny pink starfish looking thing with a glorious little pompadour on his head.
Fantastic.
Ooh. Ooh.
You are a rock star, aren't you?
Thing's got pipes.
My
It's cute.
God.
Love it. Hey.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Should we get like some parts going? Like I don't know what duet would be for however many we have, but
Me and my girl.
you got a very impressive voice.
Wow. And only one volume setting.
Oh, that was a different one, Milo. Like on command.
Oh.
What are you doing out there? Are you just hanging out? Just all right. Well,
Singing its life away.
dies.
Oh my God. I imagine just running through the woods doing this constantly.
It seems not
Yeah.
safe from a stealth perspective.
Maybe it's super powerful and is not worried.
Maybe he just wants an audience.
He clearly doesn't care.
I need some dice.
Moss about to be put to sleep.
Yeah.
I need some dice.
Or killed.
What? Some dice. It's the
Yeah, why
siren
not?
song.
I don't think we're gonna die.
Like Milo's head
This is the
explodes.
Parish
Everyone's
song?
Yeah, and then we have 3 seconds before we all
everybody's
die.
Everybody's up. Take a look at your stats.
Except for Shirley. Maybe if Shirley's with us.
I don't
yes.
think I have anybody but Crash out.
Shirley is not out, and neither is Glee.
What stat do I need to be looking at?
Who has the lowest HP?
Because the entire fight, I didn't have anybody out but Crash. It's
You mean in
Crash.
You only have
general?
Crash out.
It's not Crash.
Probably Manny.
Okay.
Baby Skarmory.
What's hers at?
17.
17? Dang, dude.
Or
16 for Manny.
Oh, we get 2!
What about
Let's go.
Drip?
Drip's
not here.
Drip's gone.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
right.
here.
Manny
Forgot
and
And I don't know about the other two I have in tow. The Talo or Draffring.
What about Pontiki?
Pontiki's 28.
Health?
Yeah.
she be.
Hot dang.
No, AC. Suck it.
You'll never hit me. Manny and Titania just kind of.
Whoa.
Well, that's handy for bedtime.
Yeah.
You having trouble sleeping, Milo?
No, I meant like just in general for the restless babies.
Yeah. For
Like
Drip.
Drip trying to get out of the tent.
That's actually a good point.
Are they fine though?
It's just sleeping.
I'll go over and poke Manny in the shoulder.
You just poke him?
Yeah, just give him a little poke. You all right,
Also,
bud? Kind of nodded off there.
That seems fine.
I can only imagine that Howl is howling along with
Yeah, they'll start ping-ponging back in
like a dog to an ambulance siren.
So, songstress thing, do you like to battle?
Your eyebrows fall off.
We're all just dead.
Manny will fall back asleep. Who's the next lowest after Manny?
Skarmory.
Titania.
She's still out. You
So
woke
the
her up.
next one,
Yeah.
probably maybe Wadsworth at 22.
Wadsworth? Yeah, Sage is 23.
Oh, yeah. Wadsworth kind of...
At this point, I want to investigate or perceive further to make sure there's not other things with this creature.
With the songs.
More singing creature.
Blimey.
I'm going to
What?
look around.
Take a look.
Here we
It's
go.
in a book.
If it's perception, it's a 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice any more immediate threats. There are myriad small, like, Pidgeys hanging out up in the... Almost said in the rafters. In the trees. In the branches.
It's an indoor set.
I spend a lot of time indoors and not outside. The sun is evil. So the birds are up in the trees. There's a couple caterpies. Who's the next lowest?
Oh my glob.
I think it's
probably
Sage.
Milo, but
Oh, really?
I'm joking. I don't have its HP.
Oh. I'm pretty sure it's Sage.
Yeah, it's definitely Sage. It was one higher than Wadsworth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sage powers down.
Oh,
You shaking?
Yeah.
He wakes up. He's like, what?
are you trying to
Fall
put us
asleep.
all to sleep?
Is it even looking at us or you're just singing?
No, it's looking at you.
Oh.
Seems to be looking at just whoever made noise last.
Oh, okay.
But it's got this little
It's
like
intentional.
it's got this little like side clap going on. Just to keep rhythm.
Well,
I think it's just
The
jamming.
tiniest tambourine.
you have a beautiful voice. Have a good day.
And it kind of begins to cartwheel away on its little starfish limbs. Just off into the distance, just
That was neat.
Bye.
and as it rolls away, you can see a caterpie just kind of just hangs down by some string.
I don't know what that was. That was a lot. And I'll poke Manny and wake him up again.
I'll make a history check to see if I remember what that is.
You're really susceptible to whatever that was, Manny.
I know what that is.
Are you-
It's a cute pink little rock star.
Yeah. I think it's a Jigglypuff.
Manny's like, I'm in love.
I
fun
couldn't tell
pinky
whether
stick.
it was that or the other form, like Igglybuff. I think it's the baby.
What?
Is that what it was?
No.
Oh. We're both wrong?
I've stumped the team.
Oh, really?
This is history.
Better be a 23 or you're not getting it.
Nat 20.
Well, he crit.
Oh my goodness, has turned to badness.
I don't know if I want to know if Drew successfully stumped us.
I did stump you.
He's
but
stumped, but I rolled a 1 in 20 shot.
Most of the time,
You're like, this is normal.
if it's Gen 1 Pokemon, I'm like, yeah, I know what that is.
y'all just got
Fair.
Otherwise, I'm like,
y'all just got sat down and put to sleep by a Cleffa.
Okay,
Little,
okay.
little pink starfish with a pompadour.
I think
Okay.
that's exactly what Jigglypuff has. That's why I was like,
Yeah, I thought it was Jigglypuff.
So did I.
Wild.
It's cute.
it was cute. It's good at putting
like a little-
things to sleep.
Little
It's
pillow.
cute.
I was kind of concerned that there were friends that were waiting for us all to be asleep.
Oh, you thought that
No.
was a trap.
Maybe.
I think he's just living his life.
No,
Yeah.
boss are evil, don't you know?
I think he was just looking for an audience.
Yeah, I hope it does all right. It's kind of small. I feel like it'd be picked off by any predator in the forest.
Did you guys want to interact with it more? I was just
I don't really care.
okay.
I mean, it was pretty cool, but
Kind of rolled away.
yeah, you kind of scared it off. But
I was gonna high five it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
that probably would have been the strongest one yet, CJ.
Not a
Just-
big deal.
Just saying.
May have put me to sleep
Are we,
if I
s-
touched it.
are we still up against the fence, I imagine?
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
you're walking away.
No, I mean, like...
Nope.
Following
Any-
the fence.
Well, CJ, where's Dez? I feel like he's been out there for ages.
It's been a while. Hey, Dez,
Oi, boss.
you find any people?
I found a building.
Ooh.
What's it look like?
Kind of like the one that you found earlier, with a big, like, spike coming out of the top.
No people around?
Not that I can tell.
Solid.
Can't really smell anything, but there's a little bit of smoke coming out of the top, though.
What? Hey, he says he found another building like the Mr. Mime one. There's like smoke coming out of the top of it.
What?
Can't really find any people around though.
Did he go the wrong way?
I don't know.
No, he went the way we were
He was
going.
just
I told
following
him.
the
I,
fence.
Yeah.
I pointed. I said, "Follow the fence.
But-
Go that way."
Like a what?
I don't know, man.
What
It
exactly
just sounds
did he say?
like he was
That's
where
what he
we
said.
were.
Like another building that... Oh, God.
He said it's like the one that we were at before with a big spike coming out of it and there's smoke coming out of it.
Did he go
like
back?
like a chimney, then?
He went back.
Not like a cell tower.
I guess it could be that. I don't know.
Mary
he's-
Poppins!
He's only been a ghost for a couple days.
Yeah, but that...
He could be referring to the like radio little shack and not the actual.
Could be a lot of things.
area.
But if there's smoke coming out of a house that isn't occupied, that's not good. Someone just left a fire burning in an empty...
Did he go
House?
in the building?
Hey, Des, did you go in the building?
No, would you like me to?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec. Yeah, there's people in the house.
Like, what do they look like?
There's one. He's got like a white coat on, and then there's one that's like really short, sitting on a stool, and she's like somebody laying in a bed.
Any of them Pokemon or are they all people?
No, they look like people.
Huh. All right, cool. Are they on the inside of the fence?
Yeah.
Is that building close to the fence though?
It's not too far in.
Okay. All right, cool. Is it? You pretty far away right now?
Not too far.
Okay, we'll come back.
You got it. He's in your palm.
Sweet.
What did you say?
Yeah, he said there's 3 people in the building. It's like a really small person, a person that's in a bed, and then a person in a white coat. It's on the inside of the fence, but not too far on the inside of the fence.
One of them's
It might be like another radio tower sort of situation. Sounds like maybe.
You said one's in a bed?
Yeah, well, that's what he said.
Well, I feel like it's civilization if there are people.
Yeah,
Just keep heading that way.
or maybe it's another tumor on the outside of the fence. There's another mime. Maybe it's all mime family.
Ugh.
No, he said they're all people. I'm just kidding.
That's a nightmare.
Definitely don't want to see that again, but...
Yeah, he said it's not very far away either, so we'll probably be coming up on it here in a minute.
Alright, well, in the meantime, want to have that battle?
Yeah, bro.
The rematch of Crash and Mortar?
Let's do it.
Stage 2?
Let's do it.
Alright, get ready, Mortar, let's do this.
Time has come.
Flush out those stats.
Alright, Mortar and Crash facing off.
Yeah.
Crash goes
Yeah,
first.
you-
Aquafang coming in.
Blimey.
That's not gonna hit you though.
Lower than a 15.
16. So it
That
does
hits
hit
me,
you.
yeah.
It does hit you. I thought it was a 6 at first. All right, here we go. There's 8
Ouch.
plus 1 plus 5 plus 5.
40 damage.
No.
Well, it's 20 water damage, so I'm doubling it.
Oh yeah, I guess. I
Yeah,
guess.
right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so.
Ow.
Mortar drops to 14 of one hit. Crash is like, yeah, let's scrap. Bites him, and Mortar's immediately like,
Hey, it's
ah!
okay though. Crash is dumb, so he's gonna try to grapple you. So let's strength check it up.
Well, wouldn't it be hitting me anyway? So it's.
Oh yeah, he just is gonna clap
Your
you.
new ability,
That's why I'm saying this.
Soul Furnace. You
We'll see what
may,
happens.
if you choose, deal 1d10 damage back to your attacker
Wow.
because he hit you.
Yeah, but
physically.
does something negative happen?
Not for you.
A whole 1 damage.
One. All right, Crash, you take 1.
The good news is
Mortar,
he did full damage. 'cause
you
it couldn't
get-
be cut in half.
1 temporary hit point.
Oh,
Huzzah!
neat.
You can now do your special attack.
Okay, I'll do that since I don't know what it is.
All right.
Hang on.
But you have to
Grapple
do
check.
Oh,
first.
okay. This is strength.
Yeah.
Uh
I
oh.
crit.
Uh oh.
Whoa.
He crit, it doesn't matter.
It does. It does matter.
I got an 8.
Okay, so that, yeah, it doesn't matter then. You are grappled.
Yep.
However, you can still do things. You just can't move.
Can I do the thing?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do the thing.
Do
on
the
the
thing.
So you have advantage on this attack because you have temporary hit points. You have a +7 to hit.
+7 to hit
Mm-hmm.
and advantage.
Yep.
Still advantage even though he's grappled.
Mm-hmm. So grapple just lowers his speed to 0.
No, missed.
You missed.
12.
No kidding.
And lowers his AC by 1,
Ooh. Blimey.
as per Crash's grapple
Yikes.
situation.
Okay.
Well, this is going as poorly as it could possibly go.
Yeah. All right,
Take
Crash.
40 damage, deal back 1 on a d10.
Yikes.
Miss on an advantaged attack, and then drop my AC because of being grappled.
Oh, boy.
All right, Crash.
Can
Apex Predator
I aquajet with
with Mortar and bring him with you.
Yeah, like kind of drag him on the ground.
You can go half as far, yeah,
Okay. We're gonna try that.
because you're pulling something.
We're gonna do that.
Please miss.
Probably. Yeah, that's only 10.
Yeah.
I'll miss.
So Mortar, you are released as Crash tries to hold on to you and flies ahead. Slides off you.
All right, I'm gonna try and do the thing if I can again.
You
I
do,
don't know what
because
it
you
is.
still have temporary hit points.
Okay, and is this no longer at advantage?
Oh, it is. You have
Still.
temporary hit points.
Okay. He's learning.
Advantage +7. Do, 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 do,
Nice.
do, do.
That's a 23.
Yikes. Okay, go ahead and roll 4d8 damage, and you may choose how much of it is fire and how much of it is ghost.
Ooh. Nice.
You got
16 damage
16?
on the die. I don't
On
know
the
if
die?
there's a plus to that, but
Nope. So, Crash, you take 16 ghost damage as Mortar just appears where you were trying to take him, and just clobbers you right under the chin. Bam!
Like I let go of him and slid, and he just apparated.
And right where you
And
stopped,
punched him in
he's
the
just
face.
there.
You've
and
been
then those claws
punched.
are right under your chin.
Whoa.
Chin punch.
And he kind of lifts you up, and you watch as his large arm just kind of pulses dark. These little tendrils just kind of pull some life force out of Crash.
That's freaking cool. Yeah, that's pretty badass.
You have 8
Uh,
temporary hit points now instead of 1.
8? What is going on?
Mortar's a beast.
Apparently. Yeah, Crash is just gonna go back in for an Aquafang.
All right.
That's gonna do it.
yep.
I'll do what you did last time.
I think even if you roll all ones, it's not gonna matter.
Now, if he rolls all 1s, he'll just eat your temporary hit points. You're okay.
What is that?
4, 9, 16 times 2 is 32. Right?
Yeah.
So Mortar is at -10.
Mortar is at 1.
Uh-oh.
Mortar had temporary hit points and now has 1 hit point. He hit you. So
correct.
you can do
Soul Furnace.
Soul Furnace.
5 damage.
All right.
5 damage.
Rounded down, you have 2 temporary hit points.
Yeah. All right, back up to 3. And he'll do the thing.
All right.
16.
That exactly hits.
Ooh. All right. 48 damage.
All ghost.
Going ghost.
ghost mode.
20 damage on that one.
All right. So you have 10 temporary hit points.
Agua Fang!
Nah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Gotcha.
15 times 2 would be 30.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, Mortar goes down.
Okay.
As Crash comes up for another big old jab right to Mortar's gut. He watches some of the flames kind of sizzle off, and he goes, "Ooh!"
You take 4 from that. It doesn't matter, but
You take 4.
I take 2.
you take 2. Fine.
Yeah. And you watch as Mortar collapses, that 2 damage goes. You have 1 temporary hit point. Crash needs to kill you with a non-physical move.
Ridiculous.
Well, that's awesome. Good battle, Crash. I mean, obviously you wreck per usual, but we'll maybe beat you someday.
Nah, I think you could have just then. Crash was just more with his new power. He'll get there, man. It took Crash
well,
a while.
I don't know what any of that was, but that was super cool.
It was
Good,
friggin' awesome.
good work, Mortar.
Yeah.
Rest up now.
Mortar has no pupils right now.
What?
As he kind of like stands back up from the ground, and all of his smoke and fire is just like very dark black. And then he kind of goes.
Zombie Mortar.
Seriously.
Are you
Whoa.
are you feeling? You feeling all right, Mortar?
Where's the doot? I heard a doot. Cover your head.
Take cover! Take cover! They're bombing us again!
But yeah, Mortar
That's cool.
seems fine now.
Weird. All right. Well, good battle, CJ.
That was legit.
Yeah, that was super cool. Anyway,
Very cool.
onward and upward, I guess.
Let's keep it moving.
You want to keep walking along, Mortar, or you want to relax in the... All right. Well, keep hanging out then. Just continue on our way, I guess.
Macaw
Speed
Des.
walk.
Oi, boss!
It does. You see Mortar over there? The red guy?
Oh yeah, he's much bigger now.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Is he a ghost now like you are?
Man. I mean, not like me, but
Yeah, but like, he's different now.
yeah,
Weird.
yeah. Where's that little one?
Which one? Oh.
Over the egghead.
Oh. Looks like he's over there.
Oh yeah, no, something's up.
Cause Ghost isn't with him anymore?
Yeah, no, don't look like it.
It's with him then.
Not quite.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'd keep an eye on the big guy.
Okay. Like, be aware of him? Like, make sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what that is.
But it's not what was in the little guy?
No,
Alright.
no, that's something else. The one that's in the little guy's just sleeping.
Oh, so he's still there.
Yeah, he's just.
He just kind of.
I don't know when you'll have enough energy to do anything, but he's. I don't know what that is, but that's not your bud.
Interesting. Okay. Will you keep me updated on that?
Yeah. Does your little.
Yeah, I can kind of control him.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
That's good. Like, do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, I can't say that I do.
All right. Well, definitely let me know if there's anything alarming going on with that.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, man.
Yep.
So, what was all that? What's going on with the building?
Oh, we'll probably get there very soon. Any moment now. He said that since he was around and he saw Manny, he said that Manny's ghost is just chilling. He's just super, super drained.
Oh,
So he'll be back.
well,
He doesn't know when because he's super tired, but
Yeah, I can imagine. That's good news, though. I'm glad he's all right.
yeah.
I'll have to get to a Pokemon Center sooner rather than later. I feel like my team is really worse for wear right now.
Well, maybe we're coming up to Nutri.
I hope so, CJ. It's been too long of a journey without civilization.
It has been a
Yeah.
minute. The wilderness has been rather fun.
I just want to get to town.
How's Drevrig? Good view up there?
You want to turn?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
You dismount?
Yeah.
Alright, Pontiki won't.
Okay.
She still sits on his head.
Just keep an eye on Pontiki.
Yeah, I can do that. Hey, Manny, you wanna come aboard?
He's like, yeah, and he starts to walk, and he gets about 10 feet away from Mortar and just... No.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Manny, can you not get away from Mortar? What's going on? Mortar, do you know what's going on with Manny? Why is he like attached? Are you doing that? Like, I don't know. Like, why is he can't walk? He's like, he can't. Weird. All right. Well, I guess just hang out with Mortar then, Manny. I'll go for a ride. Alley-oop. And I'll try and get aboard.
Pokemon handling trick.
Wow. Yikes.
That's amazing.
10.
Okay. You are barely allowed to ride the giraffe rig.
I have a tendency to.
And
make
it's
that
like,
happen.
whoa, who's this guy? All right, no, he's cool. It's like, I licked his face earlier.
Yeah.
I think we're at a point he
I'll
can sit on my
I'll
back.
pet his neck and just take in how awesome it is to be riding on Pokemon.
Did Phoebe get down, or are you guys both up there right now?
No, I got.
She dismounted,
Yeah.
but Pontiki's still up here.
That's right.
Hey, Pontiki. I know you like bananas, but do you also like Manny? Because I feel like Manny really likes you.
Leave on red. And she just turns around
All right.
on top of Giraffe Rig's head.
What?
I said leave unread.
She just ignored him.
Oh.
She's like,
She's like,
yeah, I like bananas.
I'm not gonna address this.
I don't like where this is going. We're going
Just
forwards.
looked forward.
Oh.
She is a baby.
Okay.
She has a singular goal. It is bananas and how to get them.
It's her one desire.
She is not bananas for manis.
Oh.
I will keep this information from him because I don't want to shatter his little heart.
His tiny little
His
heart.
tiny little beating heart. Can't do it to him. Not gonna be able to do it. God. Well, continue riding along.
It's pretty sweet.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
It was cool riding the giraffe rig.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Toy.
peaceful creature.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of its tail, but
I think it's interesting. I'll try to pet it.
It allows you.
Oh, didn't even have to check that time.
But yeah, it's so calm.
It's very brave.
I'm curious if it had any run-ins when it made it into that section of the
Yeah.
terror park.
My scream park.
this is a pretty interesting like nature area reserve.
Yeah, and if from what I heard, there's a lot more of these in the actual reserve. So
Oh, really?
yeah, that's why I wanted to go so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Mount it up.
Maybe it knows where to go.
I don't know. Seems to just be kind of walking with us.
Maybe it's a loner.
Maybe.
Hey, Pontiki, do you wanna maybe ride a little faster? Yeah. All right. And I'll cup Pontiki and I'll just like pat Giraffe Rig and be like, "Hey, you wanna go for a little gallop? Maybe go a little faster, Giraffe Rig?"
And it just starts going.
like dressage.
Yeah.
Prancing.
It's going sideways. That's not really what
Wow.
I meant,
this.
Wow, Bentley, that's real fancy.
He said, "Let's go."
What are you
Fancy,
doing, man?
right?
I've never seen somebody ride
I,
a Pokemon that way.
truth be told, I just wanted to go at like a gallop, like a little faster, and Giraffe just kind of did the high knees, and that's fine. It's pretty cool either way.
Knees to cheek.
Can I see the building coming up in front, or
Who
still
wants
no?
to take a look-see doodle?
No, I can since I'm on the
Different from a burial dance.
Giraffe rig. Just perception.
No, a look-see doodle.
Look-see doodle for sure. It's a 13.
Okay. Interesting.
My
If that had
look-see
been-
doodle check.
Yeah, your look-see doodle check. You can see a little plumage of smoke rising up a little ways away. Maybe like a quarter mile ahead.
Hey, guys, I see the smoke that CJ's ghost friend was talking about.
How far does it look?
Not that far. We're pretty close. Less than a mile, I'd say.
Should we pick up the pace?
If you want.
Run.
Yeah, he can only see it because Giraffe Rig is hopping him up a little bit further. It was destiny. It's meant to be.
Let's go.
Are we just gonna like yell at him through the fence?
Hey,
Yeah,
other
who?
people.
The people in the house.
I don't know.
We need your help.
I don't know if we should yell at them.
Yell to them.
I'm of the same mind. I don't want to break in again with
Fair.
a giraffe rig in tow. Makes us look double guilty.
Can Des talk to normal people?
Hey, Des,
No. Because he tried to talk to
Oi.
us, right?
go talk to Phoebe.
Hello.
Can you understand him?
Can I?
He's talking to you.
No. Can he mime?
He doesn't really have any arms.
You haven't got hands.
Yeah.
Like with your wisps.
Does she know how gas works?
I don't think so.
Okay. I was rather hoping she could tell
With
me. I
your
haven't quite figured it out yet.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't really know how it works either.
Yeah, it just kind of happens. I don't know.
God, that was
You got a big tongue though, right?
Yeah, I can do this.
That's about all he can do.
Did that work?
I don't think you should go do that to
She
the
looks
people in
disgusting.
that.
Probably not, right? Yeah. I don't think.
I
she
mean, that
liked
was
it.
scary. That
Nice.
was-
I think Milo's plan just to shout from the fence would be fine. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure us collectively can make more than enough noise.
I feel like worst case
Only we
scenario,
brought
they
that
could
cleffa.
Yeah, we
point
need
us
the
in the right
cleffa
direction.
to sing them out.
Gave you all the tools you
Ooh.
needed.
She'd put him to sleep.
Let's be inspired by Cleffa. Let's sing. They'll be curious. Just like we were. They'll be curious. They'll come out and be like, what's all this singing out
We'll see
here?
4
And then they'll
homeless
think we're
children.
insane.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan.
Are we up by the house?
Yeah, I'll let you guys make.
Can we
Yes.
see it?
You can. It looks very similar to the shack construction that you guys found your way into in the non-legitimate part of
All right.
the fence.
Which means we're at the legitimate part of the fence now.
Atticus, I want you to fly your fastest to the door, peck on it a couple times, and fly back to me.
You read my mind, Milo. Good idea.
He's already done.
Seems as though it happened already.
Want to see me do it again?
Maybe have a.
Now we wait.
What?
He knocked on the door.
But they didn't come out.
We don't. It just happened. Give it a second.
What side is the door on?
I don't know.
Have them go to a window.
Is the
Well,
door
then they
facing
could
us?
see the bird pecking it.
I don't see a door, dude. Do you see a door?
Well, they're pecking on it.
I think they're on the other side though.
Yeah, maybe have Atticus peck on the side that we're looking at, and then they know to come to this side. So if they just look out front, and front's the opposite side, they're not going to see us.
Well, let's give it a second.
Can hear some shuffling from inside the shack.
It worked.
Sounds of
Let me
like
get my shotgun.
it's like a heavy door kind of swings open. Hey, is
Hey!
there's someone out there singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, where are you?
On the other side, I think.
Yeah.
Think we're behind your building, sir.
And the fence.
We're outside the fence.
How are you knocking on the door from behind?
Skills.
All right, can't knock that. He heads around the outside.
Respect.
Pun intended.
Notepad. Boom! Boom! You see a relatively tall dude. He's got some shaggy hair. He's got a goatee, some sick, awesome sideburns. Comes stepping out. He's wearing a bright red coat, typical of a Pokemon Ranger. And he steps out of the little shack, and he's kind of holding on to a Pokeball at his hip, and he's just, "Oh, hey there, kids."
Hello. We're just traveling. We were trying to get to New Tree. We were wondering if maybe you could point us in the right direction, or maybe like help us. We didn't want to just like break through the fence because we didn't want to trespass. But
That is a crime.
yeah, that's what our friend Milo kept saying.
Vacation.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be cutting through the fence, you know.
No, so we didn't want to do that. But maybe you could help point us to maybe there's like a gate in the fence that you
I
could help us
mean-
get through.
You're technically, you can let you in if you want.
Yeah, that'd
That'd
be
be
great.
awesome.
You're pretty much here. Can I have one more question for you though? Where'd you find your traveling companion there?
I will explain it all when we get inside.
Make a persuasion check.
Try singing.
12.
12? Okay. He goes, well, I don't know what that nervous tick you got there is, but why don't y'all come on inside and we'll have a chat, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you so
He
much.
heads over to one of the segments of the chain link, and he kind of unlocks a padlock and just slides it open for you. He goes, yeah, you know, we got to have routes for easy exit, you know? So why don't you come on in and
Easy exit.
we'll talk.
Okay.
Sure
in
thing.
case of emergencies and all that.
So is this the Giraffe Rig Sanctuary?
Yes, it is.
Oh, all right. Well,
We have a lot more than just giraffe rigs, but they are indeed our primary focus.
what other Pokemon do you have?
Oh, just, you know, random things here and there. Folks can't take care of anymore. We take them in here.
That's nice of you.
Let's all head indoors.
Yeah, why don't you come on inside? I think I've got some tea.
Ooh, tea.
Get it brewing for you. So, how did you kids get all this way out here on the outside of the fence? You know, it's not safe out there.
It's not.
No, it's never really too safe to be off the beaten paths, you know.
I guess that's true. We are pretty far out.
Do you have any food?
I do. You look very hungry.
Yep. I am. Can I have some food?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Do you like pancakes? That's about all I got.
I
right
love
now.
pancakes.
All right, perfect.
Can I see his arms? Like, are his arms exposed from his?
No.
Okay.
Milo went up and started touching his arms.
Milo's like tripping currently.
He's muscular. Does he have
Screaming.
any markings?
Can I see your arm?
You can currently not.
Could you
Okay.
flex a little bit?
It looks like he's wearing a sweater underneath the thing. The
Okay.
temperature outside is brisk,
Okay.
so he's wearing.
Curious if he had a.
I know.
The weather outside is weather.
So do
The
you
floor is made out of floor. Got it.
do you work here?
I do, yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, we found this giraffe rig, and we were kind of keeping it company. We saw the scars on its back, and it looked like maybe it had gotten out or something.
It's a pretty common thing. They're very curious. They have almost no fear. So
Huh.
they tend to find every way they can to just go wherever they're not supposed to be. Sometimes
Interesting.
we find them on the roofs. We have no idea how they got there.
Wow.
What?
How often do they escape from the sanctuary?
Oh, not often. I'd say once every few months or so.
Is that like a problem, or do you
More
tend
or
to?
less, they're free to go, of course. It's not a prison of any kind. They're more than welcome to leave if they want. There are no gates at the center part of town. We just like to keep an eye on the comings and goings.
So do you think that's what these scars are then?
More than likely, it's a pretty common thing.
Okay. Cool.
Do they all have such aggressive tails?
More or less, yeah. You have to win them over.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
For now, you can call me B.
All right, B. I'm Bentley. How often do the rangers kind of take rounds of the outer fence?
From the outside, almost never. We tend to keep our actions within the fences.
Yeah, I meant more just like looking at the fence from inside the fence, and more like what was on the outside.
Not sure I follow. You're asking how often we do a perimeter check?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
3 times a day. Every 8 hours.
Huh. All right. Well, that's interesting. I like your sideburns, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
They keep me warm.
it's a good look. It's getting cold out there. So what direction from here is Nutri, and are we very far? We've been traveling for quite some time.
Oh, you're not far at all.
Ooh.
I'm happy to show you the quickest route into town, if you'd like. There's plenty of lodgings, places for you to stay. We got some open cabins down there, if that interests you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Perfect.
Would you have any way of knowing if this giraffe rig that we met came from the sanctuary?
No. As I said, they're more than welcome to come and go. They reproduce freely. So the odds are pretty good out here. There's not a lot of places a giraffe rig could come from. That's not our little establishment here, but I would say the odds are pretty good.
So, follow-up question. In Nutri, are there any, like, Pokemon hospitals outside of the Pokemon Center for Pokemon that have been injured? My Yanma got pretty beat up out on the road and has one of his wings is really, really hurting. So I was wondering if there were any Pokemon hospitals in town, kind of similar to... There's one in Ambercrag. That's where I'm from.
Okay. Well, probably not in the way that you're thinking or familiar with, but we do have a healer of sorts that lives on the reservation. You're more than welcome to seek them out.
What direction would that be in?
Oh, they move around all the time, but if the need is there, they'll find you.
Are you alone?
No, not at all. My business partner and her son are currently here as well.
Oh. So you just like hang out in this area at this house?
This is my encampment, yes indeed.
Cool.
It's my job to watch over this quadrant of the reserve, and so I do.
Oh, okay.
Hey Phoebe, do you remember what does the Farfetch bring?
Not sure I
The
know what's going on there.
Okay.
Anyways, let me get your pancakes started. You seem like a hungry youth.
I'm a hungry youth.
You kids been on the road for a while? You look a little,
Ah,
I'll take that as a yes. That creepy maniacal laughter there. All right.
Yeah, it's been a while that we've been out and about.
yeah.
Well, it's okay. You're safe now. Have a seat. I'll make you some tea if that's what you like. Otherwise, I got plenty of water.
What's NNR stand for?
That's the Nutri Nature Reserve. That's
Cool.
where you are.
Cool. What's your business partner's name?
Oh, the one who's in the other room, that would be Diane.
Wait, Diane is here?
Oh, yeah, for now. Hey, Diane, I got some kids out here. You see Diane kind of walk around the corner? It's like, oh, well, hello.
Hi, Diane. It's been quite a while.
Yes, it has.
Have you heard from Audrey recently?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh,
We have our
okay.
general correspondence. She was asking about flying type Pokemon and evolution chains.
did you guys figure out more about that big bird?
Sadly, nothing too exciting yet. But from what we hear, it's slowed down on its hunting, which is excellent news for the local wildlife.
So, do you know if it's like a Pokemon or like a genetically altered Pokemon? It's more massive than any.
Oh, it's
We've
quite
ever
enormous.
seen.
But everything that we can see about it says that it is perfectly natural.
Fair enough. So, Diane, we kind of have some interesting stories for you. If you'd be
At the risk of a really weird question, are her forearms also clothed?
No. She has removed her lab coat and is wearing just a standard fare shirt, and you can see her forearms.
Does she have the tattoo of an arrow? If I'm trying to.
It's not even like remotely hidden. Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
She does.
Diane, you have a son?
Not a son, no, but
You have a child?
A moon.
You have a daughter?
wow. She goes, yes.
What's your daughter's name?
She goes, Samantha, would you come out, please?
Oh.
You see this like very meek and sheepish child kind of appears around the corner.
Hi, Samantha.
Hello.
I'm CJ.
Hi, CJ.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How old are you?
Hi, I'm Bentley. It's nice to meet you. We know Diane, your mum.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi. Can I go now? And Diane goes, yeah,
Wow.
you can go. It's okay. She's very shy.
So Diane, how long have you been at the reserve? And like, do you work at the reserve? We knew that you lived in New Tree. That's why kind of why we came here. But
I volunteer here. I don't officially work anywhere, but you know, I just every once in a while they come across something that needs a little bit more of a delicate touch or slightly more insight, and I help where I can.
okay, well, we kind of have a development that you maybe could help us with, but on the outside of the fence to the reserve, we thought we had found the reserve. We were traveling from like out in the wilderness, and we stumbled across another fence, and inside that fence were buildings that were housing Pokemon that had been captured.
When you say captured, what do you mean?
Like they were kept in cages inside of buildings. We thought it was the reserve at first, but turns out it wasn't. And we came to learn that there was like an evil Mr. Mime running this whole show and capturing all these Pokemon. So we ended up releasing all of the Pokemon that were in there, and it seems like that maybe was something that was in control of the privateers and Team Rocket. We've stepped in a lot of stuff since you last saw us.
Certainly seems as though you have. Is the Mr. Mime still around?
No. Captured Scyther saw that would not be possible. It was very, very angry that it had been captured and presumably tortured.
Do you have confirmation that the Mr. Mime is no longer with us?
I was gonna say I had its feet, but
Did anyone take an e-pad?
We have its feet. Other than the image that is forever burned into my mind
yeah,
of the Scyther cutting it into
bits.
spaghetti.
Spaghetti? He's spiralizing, Mr. Mime?
He's making
he is.
penne noodles.
Blimey.
Bow ties.
B will poke his head in the room and go, "Oh, your pancakes are ready, kids."
Let's go.
Ooh, food.
I'm
He
out
just
the room.
starts. He's just continuously dropping like large plates of
And I'm
pancakes and
continuously
skilleting up a bunch.
eating
Wow.
large plates of pancakes.
I'm still just hanging with Diane. I don't have much of an appetite.
Okay.
I'm also waiting. I'm not eating just yet. Are you going to eat?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
taking Pontiki.
Okay. Diane will have you catalog everything you remember about the encampment that you found,
Okay.
down to the most minute of details,
Okay.
as much as you can. So I will have each of you make a history check.
Oh boy. You gotta be kidding me, Dice. An 8.
10.
10? Okay. All right. Yeah, she'll sit quiet and just listen to both of you kind of piggybacking on top of each other's story about what happened. All the while, CJ and Phoebe are just tucking in on some pancakes. Pontiki's just like... She's quite fond of little cubes of butter. She's just like...
It kind of looks like banana. It's yellow.
That's fair.
After a little while, you guys do feel the earth outside just kind of...
Whoa. What's that?
Well, it's just, we sent our little pals out for a walk, stretch their legs and all that. Don't worry about it, kids. It's perfectly safe.
Feels like an earthquake.
I would imagine it's pretty similar.
Are those Pokemon making that rattling?
Why, yes, they are. It's my Rhyhorn, and B here is quite fond of caring for his Laren.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Where'd you meet your Laren?
Oh, he stumbled into our little preserve a few months ago. He was just a little guy back then, had some dents on him. Made
How
his
long
way in,
ago
we
was
fixed him
that?
out. Oh, probably no more than, 2, maybe 3 months back.
Okay.
He hasn't been here long. He's very nice. Would you like to meet him?
Yeah.
Oh, come on out and say hello.
Okay.
He's like, come here, Laren. And just this massive iron tank of a thing just...
Wow.
Just kind of nuzzles up against you, lifts you off the ground a little bit.
Ooh. He's massive.
Quite. He weighs a whole ton. He's a hefty guy. He eats a lot of melons, as we found out.
I can't even guess how many melons.
Hey,
I'm not sure I want to know.
hey, Diane. What's the backstory behind the tattoo on your arm?
Oh, it's something silly from my school days. We bunch of trainers and myself decided we would go hit up all the rites of learning around the Laris region, and when we did, we would get this tattoo, something simple that we could all agree on.
So, Diane, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I've got more bad news stories that I feel like you're the right person to tell.
Well, sure.
So, in addition to the Mr. Mime encampment, before that we ran into a rogue Smeargle that was just hanging out in the forest, and the Smeargle was actually helping release Pokemon that had been trapped by the privateers. Like, it would go down to Falchester, where they kind of have, like, I guess, their hub where they dock, and they keep all of these captured Pokemon in these giant crates. So he was breaking open the crates and letting the Pokemon free, but it seems like the Laris region has a big problem with Pokemon being smuggled.
Well, you're not wrong. As I'm sure you've seen, there are many Pokemon from the Hoenn region that are not native here in the surrounding forests.
Yeah, we saw a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, including my friend here. Friends.
Diane kind of just like nuzzles under their beaks, and they're both like, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're certainly not wrong. The privateers have been a problem for quite some time. Unfortunately, they haven't been deemed enough of a threat for any official action to be taken, but that's not to say things aren't in the works.
enough of a threat. What else is on Laris's top 10 most wanted?
I wish I could tell you, but
Who's
don't know.
filling the spaces of biggest threat?
apparently it's something worse than the privateers, for we can't seem to get any additional assistance or funding out here to help shut them down.
Cool. I'll pull the thing out of my backpack.
Your tableau?
Yeah. Hey, Diana, do you know what this is?
That's a portable PC. Can't say I've seen one in the hands of a child, but yeah, they were a prototype a few years back. Last I heard, they didn't get too far with them.
Just like a normal PC?
That was the idea.
Is it scary that it's got the privateer symbol all over it?
I wouldn't trust it.
Cool.
I like Diane.
It's like all the I don't know how she would phrase it, but the scientific bodies that would have been working on that gave up on the idea years ago. They couldn't do it safely.
So it looks like they did it?
Someone did. Someone who was willing to accept the risks.
I'm
Risks.
gonna sit back down at the table and log off of this thing.
So, Diane, I know this is a lot of information to throw at you at once, but I was curious if there's like a Pokemon Center nearby, or like B, I think, was telling us there's a healer. We've been on the road for quite a while, and my Pokemon have kind of been put through the ringer, and I was wondering if I could maybe get them to some people that are better at healing than I am.
Absolutely. There's a Pokemon Center not more than a mile north of us. We can get you there relatively quickly.
All right, and how close to the Pokemon Center is the nearest Pidgecoop?
They're one and the same, I believe.
Oh.
Memory serves.
All right, well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna probably head that way now. I'm just
Certainly.
concerned about a couple of my Pokemon, so.
By all means.
All right, I'll be back. Thank you.
Of course.
And I'll just head off towards the Pokemon Center.
All right.
I'll
Yeah,
walk
B will
in.
turn around again with another plate of pancakes and be like, hey, you haven't... Oh, where'd he go?
It's okay, I got this.
All right. For sure. I'll just keep them coming. You keep putting them away.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk through the reserve to the Pokemon Center. If it's not that far away, I'm assuming, but...
Yeah. You'll, start walking.
Okay, do I see anything cool on my walk?
He's walking here.
He's walking here.
Found a what?
That was a very sneaky... Wow. Yeah, as you are walking through the woods,
Wilson.
Zubumafu?
all by your lonesome. Walking through the woods.
Keep it going.
As you're walking through the woods, all by your lonesome, you hear like the faint sound of like wind chimes. Wind chimes.
That's cool. Do I know like roughly what direction it's coming from?
It seems like it's circling you
Oh.
What?
from a little ways away, perhaps.
What does it sound like again?
Am I able to see it?
Perceive.
15.
Okay. You catch just the slightest glimpse of like tiny white wings.
Hello? I can hear you. I can't see you, though. It's kind of disconcerting to me, but I'm not going to hurt you. If you want to come down and hang out, I'm just walking to the Pokemon Center.
As you kind of like spin to say all this and you turn around facing forward, there's just this big white face in front of you.
Oh, hello. I'm Bentley. It's nice to meet you.
Kind of sticks its forehead on yours.
Oh, that's nice. Hello. You want to travel with me? I just have to head to the Pokemon Center real quick, but if you want to...
Kind of spirals over your head.
Oh, cool. All right, well, come along then, friend. I'll just keep on walking with it, I guess.
It perches on the ground in front of you.
Do you want to travel with me? You can hop on my shoulder or my head. What's wrong?
Kind of nudges at your belt.
My Pokeballs? Do you want to be one of my Pokemon? Do you want to battle? I don't follow.
It points its wing at Evinrude's ball.
Yeah, this is my Pokemon Evinrude. I didn't know you could do that.
And this little white eggshell-like creature just kind of walks around Evinrude as he's...
I think it's gonna be alright, Evinrude. It's okay.
As the little white creature just kind of sits still for a moment. You watch as the ground underneath Evinrude begins to glow. And all these little mists kind of fly up, and you watch as his wing just kind of
Ooh,
stitches itself back together, and a little splint falls off.
a tiny angel.
And it just goes... Evinrude kind of like flies up on a breeze.
You feeling better, Evinrude? Try flying to that tree and back. Wow, he's like back to normal. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Well, if it's not too much to ask, do you mind diagnosing my friend Manny here? He used to have a shadow friend with him, and shadow friend helped my other friend Mortar over here, and he hasn't been quite right since. It seems like he kind of got hurt during that whole process. I was wondering if maybe you knew what happened.
The creature will do a quick loop around Manny. Just go.
You don't know? All right. Well, what about my friend Mortar here? Is everything all right with Mortar? He kind of had a brush with death back on our travels.
The creature will start to walk towards Mortar, who just gets very physically uncomfortable. He's just like...
It's all right, Mortar. It's all right. I'll like pat his shoulder.
He'll kind of like push you away a little bit and keep backing up.
Hey, don't push me,
And the
Mortar.
creature stops walking. It's just like... Alright.
What was that about, Mortar? It helped Evinrude. What's wrong? What's the matter?
And he looks at your belt and flicks his Pokeball, and in he goes.
I'm really sorry about that. He's normally not like that.
And it kind of like flits up to your forehead and just... And away it goes, and you hear the wind chimes.
Such beautiful chimes.
It's pretty impressive. I don't know how you do that.
And it's crazy.
It's a lot of practice, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
But your little creature will fly off into the woods. Evinrude will stay out and flying, just very excited. Just like...
Feeling all right, Evinrude? Can you try a bug buzz for us?
Try bug buzz.
Will it be narrative on the dice?
Yep.
Ooh, 19.
He lets off just the most majestic of buzzy bugs.
Let's go, Evinrude. That was
He's
amazing.
Buzzy the knowledge bug. Let's go.
While we wait
Well, you wait
in the house.
in the house.
Back at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Diane, it's been crazy. I mean, I know we just filled you in on that whole like privateers, evil Mr. Mime. Have you ever encountered or dealt with a Mr. Mime before?
Yes. They're unpredictable on the best days and deadly on the worst.
So, when we were fighting it, it was able to just kill Pokemon with the littlest of effort. And Bentley, who was just in here, had a Magby, and he just held up his hand like a gun and killed him.
But he's... Presumably he is now the Magmar walking with your friend.
Correct. So he also has a Cubone that he hatched out of an egg. And the Cubone had like a shadow that could move on its own, do its own thing. It was like a ghost Pokemon kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Separately but also together. And when Mortar was killed, it seemed like the shadow did something to help keep him alive, and in doing so he evolved, but something definitely seems off about it, and I can't figure out what it is.
We should go.
Go where?
Find him. Those two shouldn't be alone together right now.
Who?
From what you're telling me, I don't think he is particularly safe.
Bentley?
I'm gonna.
It's just me in the room.
Oh, I thought I
You
was
guys are
back in
eating
there.
pancakes.
Can we hear you or no?
I thought we were back in like the same room because we were all talking to B and.
All y'all's eating pancakes. B's in the room with the pancakes.
Okay.
These two are in like the living room.
All right.
Can I hear them talking or no?
How
On your
elbow deep?
second plate of pancakes. That
On a scale of wrist to elbow, how deep in pancakes are you?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I have been waiting for a moment to
Just
talk to
roll
them.
for it.
I mean, I can.
Perceive.
Okay.
You may perceive. Are you trying to
Leave
be
it up
like
to the
sneaky about
die.
it at all, or are you just
Yeah, no, I was trying to.
Okay.
Well, 9. So,
9?
then
Okay.
no.
Yeah. She goes, I don't think he should be alone with Mortar right now.
Okay.
If you think he is different and he was killed by a Mr. Mime and is walking around,
Mm-hmm.
that's not an accident.
Okay. Then let's go.
Okay.
Are you guys done with your pancakes?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Well, we're gonna just go check on Bentley, go to the Pokemon Center.
Where'd you go?
To the Pokemon Center.
Okay.
Where's that?
It's apparently like a mile in a direction from here.
Okay.
Is he
Okay.
hurt or something?
No, we're just gonna go make sure he's okay and go to the Pokemon Center.
Okay. I actually wanted to tell you guys something when he wasn't around. I was talking to Dez earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and Dez said that there's something off about Mortar,
Really?
like that he was different, and that it wasn't like Manny's ghost that was in him, but it was definitely something ghost related.
Where's Manny's ghost?
In Manny.
Oh.
He's fine. He's just tired.
What?
He'll be back. Sleepy.
Hmm.
But
So
there's
what's-
something going on with Mortar, and we just need to keep an eye on it. I didn't want to tell Bentley because he'd probably freak out since it's so new, but I wanted to tell you guys.
We need to go right now.
Okay.
Okay.
B will start to saddle up his Laren. Diane will hop upon her Aerodactyl,
I
which
want
is a
to
two-seater.
try to ride a giraffe rig.
Okay. Yeah, Giraffe Rig's like, yeah, saddle up, let's go, boys.
All right.
Sick.
All right.
Um,
As the team squads up, Bentley boy,
yeah.
you had a thought. I cut you off.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'll be allowed to do it, but
What's your thought?
I wanted to mail a letter at the Pokemon Center / Pidgecoop.
Oh
But-
yeah, we might not get that close.
Okay.
We'll see. Because as you end your time with this mysterious little fella in the woods that fixes up Evinrude, you watch as Mortar is just like viscerally uncomfortable with being near anything right now, including Manny, who is trying to be close to be like, "Hey, bud, like it's me." What's
Well, he
up?"
called himself back into his ball, right?
Mm-hmm. So he just
All right. Well, I mean, I'm just going to continue walking towards the Pokemon Center because that was kind of my plan.
okay. Do you have anyone else out other than Evinrude?
Evinrude and Manny.
Okay. Yeah, Manny looks just kind of confused. He looks around and is like, what's going on? And then Evinrude kind of flies down to him. It's like, yo.
Yeah, he's all better. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's like this Skarmory wiggle. Well done, Manny. Yeah, he's fast. You see him fly? Yeah, he's quick.
He starts trying to like run as fast as Evinrude, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're so close!" Like, wow.
You're so fast. Look, you're as fast as me, except I'm going in slow motion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The three of you, as you're making your way with B and Diane. Diane will be flying overhead, just cruising along on the Aerodactyl. As she kind of like gets up ahead, you hear this horrible like grinding of rocks sound as the Aerodactyl starts screeching and circling overhead. Bentley, as you look up, you see an Aerodactyl with Diane on its back. It's just like,
Hi, what's up, Diane?
and you can hear her screaming something, but you can't make out the words. It's just ah, and she flies in a
I'm
circle.
going this way to the Pokemon Center. I told you
She's
that.
like,
I can't hear you. What?
Yeah.
Good to see you too.
I must look like an ant to you.
and B just kind of, he's like, hold on. Yeah, and the Laren just kind of starts up like really slow, and he's like, oh man, usually he's a little faster than that. Maybe.
Gotta lose some weight, guys.
No, I think he just needs a little motivation, you know, maybe like a melon or something.
Banana?
That might work if you have one.
For the greater good.
I
He
produce
grabs a
banana.
Patiki, he's like,
You're fine. I'll give her her own banana.
she immediately forgets that she was sad. She's like, oh yeah. And as you hand the banana out to B, he'll just be like, there we go, big guy. And he just kind of throws the banana out a little ways, and the Laren just kind of like opens its jaw and just eats like tons of dirt on the way out to the banana, and it's just like, let's go! Breaks into a full trot. Girafarig is faster.
What is up?
Not carrying 4 people. So,
Yeah. It's a little bit.
Not really an even fight.
He's not. He's only carrying what, 3?
3. Yeah.
One's an adult.
But as you
I'll take this dub.
as you lot all catch up to where you can see Bentley's just kind of trotting along, you see Diane overhead, just like
Why doesn't she just come lower?
Yeah, I know.
But now that because you guys are catching up, and then she'll start to just sort of descends. And the Aerodactyl just perches on the ground in front of you. Kind of slides Diane off the side.
What's wrong, Diane? I told you I was going to the Pokemon Center.
Man, you made good time. Mortar,
Yeah.
you have him with you?
Yeah, he's in his Pokeball.
Okay, keep him in there. The rest of you are. Do you have other partners?
Well, yeah, I have Evinrude and Manny and other Pokemon, yeah.
Excellent. We need to perform an exorcism.
A what?
I'll explain in a moment. Does anyone have rope?
Phoebe, you have rope, right? Wait, what?
Your friend Crash, right? He can produce water, lots of it,
Yeah.
an incredible amount.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I have rope.
You have rope?
Yeah.
Fantastic. This is going to take a while. See you next week, everybody. Bye.
Oh snap.
After meeting a friendly patron and reuniting with Diane, our heroes discover that their encounter with the ringleader may have been little more than the opening act. If you had a good time hanging out with us, feel free to drop us a like on the video. If you'd like to see more of our stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're not already a part of the Patreon, check out the links in the video description below. You can join the discussion in our Discord server, or check out the after action reports still rolling. There's also a link if you'd like to rock some Boarding Party merch. Thanks for watching Boarding Party. Catch you next week.